Ben LeCompte, a swimmer, is currently taking on the massive challenge of swimming across the Pacific Ocean. For over an expected span of 6 to 9 months, LeCompte will swim about 5,500 miles from Japan to San Francisco. This is the longest swim. Taking on this event will test LeCompte's mind and body, so my question is, how is LeCompte's immune system affected by the longest swim? To answer this question, we will focus on 3 sub-questions that delve deeper into the topic. Number 1. What events have happened and will happen that would impact LeCompte's immune system? Number 2. How does Ben's immune system respond to these impacts? Number 3. What does the team do to boost LeCompte's immune system? Back to the first question. What events have happened and will happen that would impact LeCompte's immune system? To put things into perspective, here's a timeline of the different events in LeCompte's journey that might have triggered his immune system. On July 6, 2018, the expedition crew's medic/research assistant, Lauren Horner, diagnosed LeCompte with an ear infection. He was treated and spent the day resting. On July 20, 2018, ocean conditions were very stormy and wavy. LeCompte spent time on the boat, which made him very nauseated. On August 10, 2018, LeCompte swam through a patch of jellyfish that rose to the surface of the water to feed. Swimming through the jellyfish, he got stung many times on the nose. On August 25, 2018, LeCompte got bitten on the nose by a fish, enough so that he bled. On September 6, 2018, a combination of a wave carrying LeCompte forward and an accidental maneuver on the dinghy caused LeCompte to hit his head on the propeller. Thankfully, his snorkel protected his nose from a major cut. He survived with a few wounds on his forehead. On September 10, 2018, LeCompte and his team collected microplastics from the ocean. Although microplastics are very small, they are toxic to marine life and are inevitably absorbed into LeCompte's skin. Unfortunately, these obstacles are not going to stop there. In the very near future, LeCompte will come across the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. According to Ocean Cleanup, this is the largest accumulation of plastic in the world that is about twice the size of Texas. Toxins from these plastics are the most concentrated here and affect the wildlife very much, which cannot be good for LeCompte's immune system. In addition, there is radioactive cesium in the water from Fukushima oil spill in 2011. There are many health concerns surrounding the problem, including swimming in the cesium and eating the fish that are taken from the water. As you can see, Ben's journey has barely even started. On to the second question. How has Ben's immune system responded to these events? As seen, Ben has endured fish bites, jellyfish stings, toxins from microplastics, and propeller collisions. Each of these triggers a non-specific immune response from LeCompte's immune system. Let's take LeCompte's many jellyfish stings for example. When LeCompte gets stung by a jellyfish, venom is injected into his skin. This causes pain, redness, and swelling, all of which can be attributed to a protein in the venom called porin. Upon the sting, histamines are released and cause swelling through dilation and increased permeability of nearby capillaries. Next, large phagocytic cells called macrophages and white blood cells enter the area and digest infected cells and microbes through phagocytosis. For the most part, the obstacles LeCompte runs into triggers this type of reaction from the immune system. Last question, what does the team do to boost LeCompte's immune system? One thing his team does is balance out the calories he burns with the amount of calories he takes in. Since he's a swimmer, he eats foods that are high in calories and easy to digest. This way the body has quick, accessible energy to burn as he swims. During an 8-hour swim day, he will eat 8 slices of bread, about 1 liter of soup, and water. This is important because in a study done by the Institute of Athletics in Taiwan, it was found that a reduced calorie count diet resulted in rapid weight reduction, a weakened immune system, and an increase of risk of acquiring infections. Another thing the team does is manage his stress. They have Ben keep in touch with his psychologist, Dr. Montel, who gave him a protocol that would help him relax if he was ever stressed or experienced some anxiety. Keeping his stress in check reduces the amount of cortisol, a stress hormone, released into his body. Having too much cortisol in a blood system causes a lot of inflammation and decreases the number of white blood cells. Lastly, swimming in itself boosts the immune system. A study done by the Defense and Civil Institute of Environmental Medicine concluded that prolonged aerobic activity, such as swimming, produces a significant increase in total white blood cells. LeCompte's immune system is facing its most challenging feat yet, but he's taking it like a champ and keeping on.